Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Michael Breitman, action coach of Metro New York and the Berkshires, continuing my series of interviews with influential business owners and business people. And my guest today, my interviewee, is Jeff Weiner of HKM Associates, located in Long Island, along with me. And Jeff, I want you to talk about the top N, 5, 6, 3, 4, whatever you determine, things that people should consider when they're considering changing health insurance policies in carriers.
Sure. Thanks, Mike. Health insurance, obviously, for most businesses is one of their three most expensive costs because it's payroll, it's rent, and then it's really benefits. And where we see the health insurance changes going on in the marketplace, and it's been accelerated by COVID-19, is high deductible health insurance plans. Businesses, especially in what's called the small group marketplace, which is 2 to 100, should really give some thought to changing to high deductible plans. There are several reasons that's happened. Over the last few years, there have been rate increases as normal with health insurance. But what's happened is the traditional copay type of plans have gone up on an average of about 10 or 12%. And the high deductible plans have gone up about 5 or 6%. So over the last few years, the spread in the premiums between a traditional copay plan and a high deductible plan has gotten so big, there is no really risk in buying a high deductible plan. And
very interesting.
If you look at a typical New York plan, all right, with a carrier like Oxford, all right, so if you have a gold plan with Oxford, you're paying about $2,600 a month for a family. That same plan with Oxford on the bronze level plan, because all plans are platinum, gold, silver, bronze, is about $1,600. So a company will save about $1,000 per month per family. So you could talk about a substantial savings, 3, 4, 5 people, but certainly if you're 30, 40, 50 people, you could be talking hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings. And the way we set it up so that not only do companies win, but employees win, is company saves $12,000. The way we recommend our clients set it up is the employees pay the first $500 in claims, and they put it on what's called a flexible spending account, which is pre-tax, and they could roll it over. So if they never go to the doctor, there's no possibility of them losing any money. They can roll over at $500. The company then funds the next $7,000. Well, if the company is funding 7 and saving 12, their worst case scenario savings is $5,000 a family and $2,500 a single. So you could see a substantial savings. But as important, employees pay less out of pocket as well, because the employees pay the first $500, and then for the most part, they're done. Because if the company funds the $7,000, after $500, most people don't have $7,500 worth of charges. And what counts in the high deductible plan is what's called the contracted rate. Not what the hospital or doctor charges, what the insurance company allows. So most people don't get to their deductible because a $25,000 surgery might be $3,000 as a contracted rate.
Very interesting. There are people who have been bad-mouthing high deductible plans, but I think that's more in terms of individuals, not for a company that's providing a benefit for their employees. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I absolutely would agree. But even for individuals, even if the company is not funding it, if you're an individual and you have a traditional copay type of plan, you still have that substantial. Mouthing high deductible plans is when they originally came out, you could save $5,000 in premium, but you have a $10,000 deductible. So it kind of got the reputation of oh, high deductible plans are good for young people who never go to the doctor. But what's happened is over the last couple of years, the numbers have reversed to the point where now it really doesn't matter because companies save money and employees save money simply because of the numbers. The spread has gotten so big that, the numbers just add up to making sense for the high deductible plan much more than a traditional plan. But a lot of brokers don't spend the time on education, don't go over the details of claims, don't want to deal with claims. And that's where we kind of differ from most brokers. We approach this as what's in the client's best interest, what's going to save the client the most money. And the bottom line is in most cases, it's the high deductible health insurance plan.
Well, but you also concentrate, uh, uh, as I know from our joint client, on making sure that for the most part, the employees don't have to change doctors and are fully up to speed, even in multiple languages, to what the plan means for them, which I think is equally as important as saving bottom line dollars for the clients.
Yeah, I mean, we run employee meetings for all our groups. So, the high deductible plan is not, people are afraid of it because they don't understand it, because the most brokers don't take the time to explain what happens when you go to a doctor, what happens when you go to a pharmacy, what happens when you go to a hospital, and how does this work in real world time? Well, we take that time. And in fact, we kind of go above and beyond that. When we run the employee meetings, we tell the employees to pull out their cell phones and put my cell phone number on their speed dial. So every employee of every one of my clients has my cell phone number. So we service at a much different level, and we get involved with the claims and the billing and the service, and most brokers don't. So they don't talk about high deductible plans, even though it might save the company money, even though it might save the employee money, because it's more work. And I hate to say it, in the industry, but it's a lower commission because it's a lower premium. So while over 90% of our clients are on high deductible plans, about 50% of the business world is.
Very interesting. And you just kind of answered my original question, which were the top things to consider. I lost count, but I think you mentioned about 8 different things when you're looking for a health insurance broker and provider. There's a lot of good reasons why you should call HKM Associates. How would people reach you? Give us your phone number and
Sure. So
email address.
my website is www.hkmassociates.com. You can email me at jeff@hkmassociates.com, or call me on my cell like I tell my clients. We're available from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. 7 days a week. 516-316-1255.
Jeff, I thank you for all this great information.